All the jobs I worked before I started social media. Would y'all consider this a real job? My freshman year, I was working at the church on weekends and I got an actual check. And this job was kind of far from my house. I lived over on South Shore and this shit was in the avenues. So I stayed at one of my homie cribs on the weekend after school so I could be able to go to work and shit. I ain't gonna lie, I was bullshitting at that job, so I wasn't able to work there for too long. After that, I wasn't working for a good minute. I was just broke. Then I just started doing like little side hustles like helping people move shit and all that other shit to get a quick buck. Then my junior year, I got a job at Little Caesars. I went to orientation. Then the next day, my motherfucking car broke down so I couldn't go to work. And that's when I said, fuck all that working shit. And that's when I went back to being broke. But I had the guys with me. And all our brokenness together came together to be able to get something. And that something was a 3.5 or probably even a 7. In high school, we was broke as hell, but we always found a way to turn up. That's when I realized something had to change. That's when I started serving them carts my junior year. I ain't gonna lie. Business was booming, but them motherfuckers was fake as hell. But them motherfuckers was the best fakes on the market, I ain't gonna lie. And I just continued to serve to make my bread up until I got out of high school. Because carts was easy bread, and you could serve them at school without knowing because they ain't smell inside the locker or none of that. Another reason why I served the carts is because I didn't want my mama to know what I was doing, and I had to keep it at my house, and she wasn't gonna know if I hid it right because it wasn't gonna have no smell. But then COVID happened my senior year, so we wasn't in school, so that means I wasn't able to serve the carts. Because the main reason business was booming is because I was able to serve them in school. That's when I ended up getting a job at UPS. They had me on a forklift and shit, and I was getting paid 15 something an hour my senior year, so I thought I was getting that bag. But after the second day, I realized working is just not for me. So I quit UPS and started social media full time. Now I was playing around with social media, but I ain't never take it serious. And everybody said I was tweaking quitting my job, but I felt like as long as you got hustle, you could make more bread than a job. And this is why you shouldn't listen to people, because that was the best decision of my life, focusing on social media. I literally got my own crib, living alone, paying all my bills from social media. It's just me and my dogs in this motherfucker. A 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom. Now the only thing I do is travel. This me in Cali, this me in New York, this me in Houston, this me in Atlanta, this me in Vegas, and this me in Florida. I make sure I travel to at least 3 states out the year. And I also be doing events and shit. And I be linking up with all different types of people and shit. But if you follow my Instagram, you will know all this. So if you want to see my personal life, don't forget to follow the Instagram.